nerdy crafter. And not to put Medusa, harpies, and mermen down, but I think that the coolest demi-human in mythology are centaurs. Not because they're horses in any way, but it's for kind of selfish reasons. For those of you who don't know, that's because my birthday month is December, which is represented by a Sagittarius centaur. And so for this week's tutorial, you guys will learn how to make this absolutely adorable chibi centaur. And one of my good friends is also Sagittarius, and we decided to do a collaboration on a Sagittarius themed project. So make sure you go on to my friend Manon's channel, check out her video, and subscribe while you're there. Here's what you'll need for this project: a light brown, light beige, black, white, a minty color, rounded and pointy tools, a cutter, an eye pin, your chalk pastel, a rubbing alcohol, and a Q-tip to clean up your piece from dust particles and fingerprints, and some glitter. The first thing we're going to do is take our minty blue clay, flatten it out as thin as you can, and then we're going to put some of the blue glitter right on top and then mix it until it's completely blended. This part gets a little messy, until you get something that looks like this. Now for the head, you're going to take your beige colored clay, roll it out into a ball, and lightly flatten it down. Remember not to flatten it out too much, you still want a little bulge, so that you get something that looks like this. Now take your rubbing alcohol and Q-tip and clean up your piece from any dust particles and fingerprints. Now for the ears, you're going to take your beige colored clay again, make it into a flat teardrop, and then bend it in half. So far so good. Now take your pink chalk pastel and dust on two little rosy cheeks. With your rounded tool, you're going to make a semi-oval right on top of the rosy cheeks for the eyes. Don't make them too deep, but also don't make them too shallow, so that you get something that looks like this. Now you're going to take your white clay, flatten it out between your fingers, and place it where these crevices are. Once that's done, you're going to take your blue chalk pastel, or any other eye color that you want, and you're going to make a kind of gradient right on top of the eyes. You're going to take your black clay and make the outline around the eyes. So far so good. Take the same colored clay that you're going to use for the hair, roll it out really thin, and make two little eyebrows. Feel free to take your black clay and make a small mouth where it should be. Now take your eye pin, remove the top part, put some bacon bond on there if you have any, and slide it right under the head. Once that's done, you're going to bake it for 6 minutes at 275 degrees Fahrenheit. Now that the head is all baked, let's work on the body. For that, you're going to take your beige clay, roll it out into a cone, and then lightly flatten it out, so that you have something that looks like this. Now you want the body to be slim and slightly curved. Don't worry about the dust particles, you'll use your rubbing alcohol and Q-tip to clean it up. Take your beige clay again, roll it out into thin snakes, and make two little arms and place them on the top part of where the shoulder should be. Now once you have the body and the arms, you do have a couple of options. What you can do is take two little circles with any colored clay that you want and cover her chest, or what you can also do is make a small bow and arrow and place it in front. And of course you can do both. Now we're going to have to bake her again, so put her in the oven for 5 minutes at 275 degrees Fahrenheit. Here she is, all baked. Now what we're going to do is take our brown clay, or whatever other color you want your horse base to be, and roll it out into a teardrop shape. Now it shouldn't be too defined, because you still want the back part to be a little bigger than the front. Once you have that, you're going to push her body into the front part, so that you have something that looks like this. If you're worried that this is gonna fall, feel free to smooth it out in the back, or put some liquid Sculpey right on the inside. Now for the back legs, what you're going to do is you're going to take a small ball of your brown clay, roll it out into a thin snake, but make sure the top part stays big and rounded. Think of it as a needle. For the hooves, what you can do is you can take any color that you want, cut a small end of it, and place it at the bottom of the hind leg. I know it doesn't look like much, but once you have this leg, you're going to bend right under the thick part and push it towards the front. So you're getting kind of an S. Now smooth it into the body. Make sure you do the back leg as well. Now for the front legs, you're going to take your brown clay again, roll it out into a snake, cut off the tip, and put your hooves on. And what you're going to do is you're going to put one finger here and the other finger in the back, and then you're going to make it like an S, like this. And then you're going to lightly flatten the top and put it in front of your centaur. So far so good. Now don't forget to do the other front leg in the back. Now for the tail, it's fairly simple. What you're going to do is take your hair color for your clay and you're going to roll it out. Now what you want to do is you want to roll out both ends slim and the middle thick. Now flatten it out. If you want to make any texture, go ahead and do so. Now take your cutter and make 2 slices. That way we're giving the tail a little more form. And once you have it, you're going to put it where the rump is. If you want to bake her, go ahead and do so, and then we can do the hair. I want to feel a little secure, so I'm just going to bake her for 8 minutes at 275 degrees Fahrenheit. That way when I'm putting the hair, I'm not scared that I'm going to mess anything up. Now for the hair, it's entirely up to you, but I want to give her a kind of free spirit look. And so I'm going to start with the strands at the top, back, and then make my way forward. She is looking really adorable. If you want, feel free to take the same color you used for the hooves and make 2 little horns on the side. Now bake her for one last time at 275 degrees Fahrenheit for 5 minutes. For the last bit, what you're going to do is you're going to take your glaze, put some on her tail and hair only at first, and then add a little bit more glitter. That way it'll stick only to those parts. Once that's done, you're going to glaze the thigh, and then you're going to put a couple of star glitter if you have any. All done! Don't forget to check out my friend's channel and her video and subscribe while you're there. If you have suggestions for future geeky tutorials, leave them in the comment section below. And don't forget to click that subscribe button. Until then, I will see you guys next week.